What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Happy Valentine's Day. Getting into this episode of GH. So it's Valentine's Day in Port Charles. Love is in the air. People are scheming. People having babies. It's a pretty good day in Port Charles. First of all, I knew it. 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 Even before I even read a spoiler, if I watched this episode today without reading the spoiler, I kind of would have figured it out before Carly would have said anything. Because her behavior was very odd today, like the way she was acting from beginning to end. She was just odd. So she kept talking about the future and, life. And I'm like, yeah, when you start conversations off like that, plus you're not drinking, she wasn't drinking none of that champagne. She had a whole glass of champagne. She didn't take a sip of nothing. So I was like, yeah, you're definitely pregnant. Um, I think some people got things misconstrued yesterday of what I said. First of all, I never said it was impossible for Carly to have another child because of her age. I mean, she's not even 50 yet. Laura Wright is 48, so I'm assuming Carly is mid to late 40s as well. I never said that it was impossible for a person in their 40s or late 40s to have a child. What I said was if you are at that particular age, you know what I'm saying? Like Carly's almost 50, Sonny's in his 50s. Why would you want another child? I never said she couldn't have another child because of her age. I said at that age, why would you want one? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, who wants to wake up in the middle of the night, 2 a.m., changing diapers and, bottles and feeding and crying and all of that and mumbo jumbo? Like, why would you want to do that at such a late age? You know what I'm saying? Why? I mean, I already know that they dealt with that with Avery and they're still dealing with that with Avery, but that's the thing though. Avery should be the last child. Even though that's not Carly's child, but still. I always thought Jocelyn would be Carly's last child, but apparently not. Um I'm you know what? I know a lot of people don't want this to happen. I get it. I'm starting to warm up to the idea of them having another child. I'm warming up to it. Because with Morgan going, mind you, Morgan was Sonny and Carly's only biological child together. That was their only. So I can understand why the writers would want to throw in another biological child for the two of them. I totally get it, but I'm warming up to it. I am. I'm surprised Sonny didn't catch on to all of this before she told him she was pregnant. I'm actually shocked. Um, But I figured it though because he had a trip that he was planning for the two of them to go out of the country in 3 weeks. And Carly was acting odd the whole day. Like even when they were in bed and stuff like that. And Sonny said, I like surprises. She said, that's good to know. She was trying to tell him when they were in bed together. But he kept interrupting her because they had dinner reservations and stuff. And, when he told her about the trip, she kept coming up with all these excuses as to why they shouldn't take the trip or why they can't go. But all the excuses that she had to me sounded like more reason to go on this trip. You know what I'm saying? With everything that they've been dealing with lately, that's the perfect time to take a trip. You know what I'm saying? That's the perfect excuse to get away, unwind and stuff like that. So that kind of tipped you off that she is pregnant. And then when she told Sonny she was pregnant, the look on his face, judging by the previews for tomorrow, he's not excited about this child. He's not excited about this. Plus, Jax is coming back. I don't know if all of you heard this, but he's coming back. It's all over Twitter. He confirmed it. The actor confirmed it. He's coming back in a major way. He says that his legacy will continue in a major way. Everybody's speculating what that means when he says his legacy is continuing in a big way. Everybody's wondering what does that mean. Is Jocelyn pregnant? Or is Carly's new baby his baby? Some people were wondering, maybe off camera, Carly may have made a trip, saw Jax and got weak, and the two of them slept together. She ended up pregnant. What I want to know is how long did Carly know she was pregnant? Because a couple of days ago, she was sitting with Sam at the Metro Court restaurant and they were sipping wine. Both of them were drinking wine. So that was Monday. So when did she find out she was pregnant? You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out the timeline here. How far along is she, and when did she find out? Because it seemed to me like she's known for the look on her face seemed like she's known for a little minute, or at least a few days, maybe a few weeks. I don't know. This is getting interesting. I'm liking this right now. I know people are not on board for another Sunny Carly child or Sunny child. Period. Let me tell you something. If Sonny's not happy about this baby, I'm not surprised because you got to remember when he married Brenda back in 2011, he made it clear he did not want no more kids. But the thing is, if you didn't want more kids, why the hell did you never get a vasectomy? Like you run around here having all this unprotected sex, and everybody knows what happened when you have sex. You run the risk of getting someone pregnant. That's what happens. So why didn't he get a vasectomy? Is what I want to know. If you like, he probably in his mind thought Carly couldn't get pregnant again. But yeah, as long as she's a woman and she's young, well, young enough. I mean, hell, you got women out here in their 50s and 60s having children, so it's not out of the question. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have got a vasectomy. Um, I don't know, but this is all about to be a hot ass mess, and I'm here for it. I can't wait to see all of this unravel. You know what I mean? Because I want to know what Jax has to do with, all of this. Like when he comes back, what is his story gonna be? This is all a lot to take in right now. I mean, another Corinthos child. Lord have mercy. Wouldn't that be crazy though if Carly's pregnant, Jocelyn's pregnant? Mind you, they have a new grandchild. So basically, all three of these babies gonna be growing up together. Basically, you know what I'm saying? They're all gonna be around the same age. Ain't that some mess? Jocelyn and Michael's kids would be around the same age. Their niece and their nephew and potential niece and nephew, and their little brother or sister all would be around the same age. Ain't that some mess? That would be crazy as hell. I would love to see something like that. Writers, get to it because I want to see this. I want to see if it's true. I want to know. It's too many babies. It's a lot going on here. Like too much, too much. Um, the look on Sonny's face though, he did not look pleased. I'm like, Sonny, bruh, you need to get fixed. I'm sorry, but you are like a dog in heat. You need to get fixed. If you got fixed, none of this would be happening right now. I don't blame Sonny though for not being totally happy about that. I mean, at your age, when you got adult children, it's like, why would you? Most of his kids are adult. He only got one little one left, and that's Avery. So it's like, why would you want to start all over? Hell no. No, 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 no. It couldn't be me. Being 50 something years old having no, I ain't changing no diaper. I ain't doing none of it. No, all that school and principals and woo, dedicating another 18 years to raising a child. No, So I wonder what the writers was thinking when they decided to get Carly pregnant again. Like, what were they thinking? But anyway, moving on from that mess. So Spinelli done uncovered some dirt on Shiloh. So apparently after his father went broke, he was trying to get some type of patent on some type of new product or something that he created or whatever. Everybody wanted it or whatever. But before he could sell it or do whatever, handle the business of it, he died. He got into, I guess, a car accident or something. But it might have been deliberate. So the theory is that Shiloh might have had something to do with his father's death. Interesting. See, this is what I'm talking about. Shiloh should never underestimate Jason. When you got a Spinelli on your side, you do not underestimate him. Because you never know what Spinelli may uncover. This whole thing is about to be a big ass mess. And first of all, Jason's apartment looks exactly like Dante's old apartment. It's just the door is on the different side of the room though, but that definitely looked like Dante's old apartment. Just remodeled, of course, which I'm happy about because I did like Dante's old apartment though. It was a nice apartment. It was a little cramped once he got married and had Rocco. I was like, yeah, y'all need to move, but I did like that apartment. So anyway, Sam heads over to the DOD house for this damn Valentine's Day party. Let me just say that party looked so boring. That party looked boring as hell. That ain't no party. All I seen was people just standing there mingling, no music, no DJ. I'm like, what type of party y'all got? Sitting there eating their little cheese and crackers. Frank Valentini, y'all should have called me if y'all want to throw a real party. That party looked dry. I was like, no, that's not a party. That's just a little Valentine's Day get together. That's all that is. There ain't no party. So of course, Christina was staring a hole into Sam because she was hanging out with Shiloh, and of course Christina's jealous. Sam picked up on it. See, that's how intuitive Sam is. She could pick up on shit. That's how you know she's a very good PI because she picked on it. She picked up on it rather quickly. Um, and of course Valerie showed up. I'm gonna miss Valerie. I don't know if she's gonna be able to do YNR and GH, but I wish that the writers would have done more with her character, seeing as how they put her into a prominent family on the show. I mean, you put her a part of the Spencer family, a legacy family on the show. They should have done more with her. See, this is why people keep leaving the show, because they don't sign up to do a show just to stand around and not have a storyline. They want a storyline, like a meaningful story, something to sink their teeth in. They don't want to just play background for years. You know what I'm saying? They get bored with that. Dominic Zaprian was getting bored with that. And now he's on the new Amazon show. He's gonna be on season 2 of some Amazon show. I forgot the name of it. I think it's called 10 something. Some show on Amazon. He's gonna be on season 2. I gotta look it up and let you know. But yeah, that's why people leave, because you can't just have people, dwindling in the wind. You know what I mean? Just twirling their thumbs with nothing to do. You got to give them some meaningful story. But Valerie came to the party basically to kind of clear the air with Christina and see if they could be friends again. But she did admit that she overreacted to the kiss, which she kind of did, but I understood. I mean, it catches you off guard. She wasn't expecting it. Christina didn't even care, honestly, because most of the night that Valerie was talking to her, Christina was paying more attention to Sam and Shiloh, because Sam was trying to figure more things out about Shiloh. So basically, when her and Jason talked on the phone after she left the DOD house, she figured out that Shiloh definitely knows how to, sweet talk people and actually get people to do what he wants them to do, but he makes them think it was their idea when in reality it was his idea. You know what I'm saying? So I think the more she's digging in deep, she's noticing that soon is going to be, she's going to realize it's a code. I mean, obviously. Did you see the way Shiloh was looking at Christina after Sam left? He looked at her sadistic. It was like very creepy, like a serial killer would look at you. You know what I'm saying? Like very creepy, very just nuts, like the way he looked at her. It was scary the way he was looking at her. Like he kept squinting his eyes at her. I said, oh yeah, he's a killer. He's a murderer. I have a feeling he might be after Christina's money, because when she mentioned that she didn't have the money for some courses or whatever that she was taking, and he kept trying to tell her something about looking to her soul, some cult mess. I think he's gonna try to definitely get her to probably get money out of Sonny or somebody, or Alexis probably. He's definitely working an angle, and Christina's falling in deeper and deeper and deeper. I did like the scene with Sam and, Jason. At least they got to spend some of Valentine's Day together. I cannot believe Jason actually bought flowers. I was like, really, Jason? You buy flowers? I said, okay, I guess you are changing a little bit. Like, you running around cooking breakfast, you buying flowers now. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, you getting your romantic side on. Okay, Jason, I see you. I guess. I'm not a big fan of Valentine's Day, to be honest with you. Valentine's Day to me is a little too commercial. It's way too commercial. People run around buying expensive ass flowers that's gonna die the next day. Run around buying Louis Vuitton bags for their wife or their girlfriend or their mistress, diamonds and shit. I'm like, all of this is too commercial. So anyway, the best scene of the day. Elizabeth and Franco got married. They had a jailhouse marriage. And I loved every second of it. I loved it. You want to know why I love it? I might sound crazy for saying this. You might think I'm crazy for saying this. But it was actually one of the nicest weddings I've ever seen. Well, not ever seen, but seen in recent memory. It was nice because it was unconventional. You know what I'm saying? And that's how Franco and Liz are as a couple. They're pretty unconventional. But I like that Elizabeth just said to hell with it. Like, we've been putting off this wedding for 2 years now. They've been engaged since 2017. And they've been putting off this wedding because things kept getting in the way. And she just said, you know what? Let's get married here. Franco, of course, wasn't for it at first because he was like, I want to give you the wedding that you deserve. But you know what? I liked it because it was from the heart. You know what I'm saying? It was meaningful. You know, most of these soap couples, they have these weddings where they have, big fancy wedding and they got the family there, the friends and champagne and all that. With Franco and Liz just said, you know what? Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the wedding isn't about people. It's not about the family and the friends, and it's about the two of y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's about the man and the woman. You know what I mean? That's what I loved about this. It was from the heart. That's what made it more beautiful, even though it was in jail, but, it was beautiful. As beautiful as a wedding can be, I suppose. Well, a jailhouse wedding. But, Drew became an ordained minister and married the two of them. You know what I mean? I thought that was a nice touch. I mean, shit, it only take 30 seconds to get ordained. I've been an ordained minister since 2010. I haven't performed a wedding yet, but I'm thinking about it. So yeah, it was a beautiful wedding. It was a beautiful ceremony. I enjoyed it. Um, Here's to Mr. and Mrs. Franco Baldwin. Um, so anyway, who else was on this episode? Olivia and Ned, they had their little romantic time and got a room at the Metro Court and did their little, make love. And I like Ned and Olivia as a couple. I do. I wish we could actually get a real storyline out of the two of them and see more of them. You know what I'm saying? Because I do love their marriage. I love it. It was a nice marriage. Nice romantic Valentine's Day. Wasn't nothing, too major. But I liked it. It was in my opinion, this Valentine's Day episode was a little bit more happy couples than the Y&R Valentine's Day that we've seen. It was too many depressing couples on that show. But this one, you actually had more happy couples. Well, at least some were happy before the end of the night. One who's not happy, of course, is Sonny Corinthos. He's going to be a daddy for the 200th millionth time. Congrats, Sonny. I'm going to get you a cigar. That's tradition. But anyway, Anna Devane and all them. I'm forgetting all about Anna and them. They were a part of this episode too, and I'm starting to forget them. I was about to be done with the video, and I forgot. So they went to, they're talking with Dr. Cabot or whatever. He figured out that Anna is really Anna because she was pretending to be Alex, but he figured that out quick. So basically, he had told them whatever they want to know, but he wants Finn to restore his eyesight first before he gives any information. That was actually smart on his part. Even though if he would have told them the info, they would have done the surgery for him. But he was like, it involves dangerous people that would kill him if he ever divulged those, secrets. So he had to make sure he got his eyesight first before he divulged anything. See, I don't trust this guy because who's to say once you give him the, his vision back, who's to say he ain't gonna try to come up with some scam to sneak away? You know what I'm saying? That's why, I would keep eyes on him at all times. But anyway, so they're bringing him back to Port Charles so they can restore his vision. So anyway, this was a pretty cool episode. I enjoyed it. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about it. I will see you all later. Have a great day. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day. If you don't have a Valentine, let me tell you something. Be your own Valentine. Love your damn self. You know what I'm saying? I'll see all of you tomorrow. Have a great day. Peace.